Join me as I deep dive into the challenge of figuring out what self love really means and how I can actually practice it every day. If you're new here, my name is Celeste, Celestial Goddess. I talk about all things manifestation, spirituality, law of attraction, and anything else that comes up. If that speaks to you, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe so you don't miss weekly motivation and growth tools. Self love is a term that's thrown around often, but what does it really mean? For me, it's about recognizing that my own happiness and well being are worth prioritizing. When I take care of myself, I'm better equipped to handle life's challenges and live in a more authentic and fulfilling way. There are some common misconceptions about self love and what it really is. Common misconceptions that people think are if you have self love, then you are selfish or narcissistic. But that is not the case. When you have self love, you have more kindness and compassion towards yourself. When we love ourselves, we show up for ourselves and others better. Another common misconception is that self love means that you have to be perfect or strive for perfection, but that's actually not the case. Self love means that you accept yourself for who you are and accept yourself even if you make mistakes. It recognizes that we're human and we're going to make mistakes, and it's important to give ourselves grace and have some self compassion. Self love is something that has to be worked on daily. I compare it to like going to the gym. If you don't go to the gym, you will lose muscle mass and you will lose your progress that you've made before. It's the same thing with self love. If you don't incorporate daily self love practices, then you're going to lose that love for yourself within the craziness and hecticness of the world. And if you work in mental health like me, it's really easy to forget about our own self love and give our love to other people. But what that does is that just depletes our energy. And when we aren't giving love to other people, we feel kind of empty. I know that I felt that before. And I've really realized lately that I've needed to give myself more self love because I'm not able to show up for others if I can't even show up for myself. Self love is prioritizing your own needs and desires. And like I said before, not in a selfish or narcissistic way, but it's actually prioritizing, like I said, your needs and desires, whatever that may be. And that may look like setting boundaries and holding those boundaries. Sometimes we set boundaries, but we're not really good at holding them. We kind of say, oh, it's fine. Like, I know I said that I wasn't okay with that, but I'll just let this one slide. That's not having self love because that means that you're allowing someone or something to cross a boundary that you originally said wasn't okay. I know that that's very hard for me, so that's one I definitely wanted to talk about. But there's so many different ways that you could practice self love, and it could be as easy as meditating every day, praying every day, taking a bath, doing affirmations, journaling. There's so many different ways. What's one self love practice you can do today? Put it in the comments. I can't wait to hear what you guys are going to incorporate. And remember, be gentle with yourself. It is a crazy, hectic world. And I know sometimes the last thing we want to do is think about doing or adding a practice into our daily routine. But if you're not able to pour that love into yourself, then how can you show up for others? Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys until next time.